Hey guys, it's your friend John here, and today I'll be making a very unusual weapon that was actually used in battle. Today, I'm going to be making a sickle-like weapon or a scythe-like weapon out of things you can find in a hardware store. To make this weapon, the first things you're going to need are a long wooden pole, a sickle or a sickle-like tool. I got this one online from eBay, some rope or cording for the grip, and a smaller size wooden peg. Those are all the things you're going to need to make this. Alright, first step, peel off this stupid sticker. It's really on there. Come on. There we go. There we go. Okay, that's done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this blade off this handle, and I'm going to start by unscrewing it right here, and then taking it off. Now that I got my blade out, I'm going to drill a hole right here with my drill. I'm just going to pour a little bit of oil on there to help get it started. Now that I finished drilling out this hole, I'm going to drill a second hole right there. Now that I finished drilling out my holes, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to put a slit right on this top part. I'm going to cut it down the middle right around here so I can get my blade in that handle. Now that I've finished cutting this end part on my wooden handle, my blade can now properly fit in my wood handle. What I'm going to do next is, you can see I have 3 mark points right here, and these 3 dots line up with these 3 openings on my blade. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill a hole right on there, and those holes are going to be for my pegs, so when this blade is in my wood handle, it will be secured in there. Now that I finished drilling out the holes in the wood, and now that the holes in the wood line up with the holes in the metal, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take this blade out, and I'm going to blow torch this whole handle, giving it a dark look. Then I'm going to take it to the sink and wet sand it. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to add in my wood pegs into these holes. As you can see, I got them shaved down and cut down to the appropriate size so they can properly fit in these holes. And I also have my blade in my handle, and the blade lines up with these holes as well, so when it all goes together, everything lines up. To fix any openings or gaps that you might have, first, take some wooden toothpicks or small wooden pieces and hammer and glue them in any openings. Then clamp it shut and take a wet rag and just clean up all that glue. And just let it sit and properly dry. So as this part is drying, I'm going to start applying the clear coat on the entire wood handle. As you can see, I have the blade painted a nice flat black. What I did was I sanded down the blade, then after I sanded it down, I taped everything up. I taped up all the wood, and then I took it outside and I spray painted it. Then once it was done drying, I took off all the tape and giving it this nice flat black color. I'm now on my final step, and I have to add the red cotton cord for better gripping on my wood pole handle. As you can see, I have it cut down to the appropriate length of what I need to be, and I also untangled it. You can also see right here, I have it nailed in. What I did was on one end, I looped it around and I tucked it under, and then I nailed it in so it won't unravel as I'm raveling around, and it will be more secure to the wood handle. Make sure as you're putting it on, you're pulling it really tight, and you're also twisting it so it doesn't become loose and it has a tight feel on the wood pole. Now that my sickle-like or scythe-like weapon is done, I'm going to take it outside and give it a strength test. But before I do, please be sure to subscribe if you're a new viewer or you haven't before, hit notifications so you can be aware every time I upload a new video, like the video if you enjoyed it, leave a comment, let me know what you think, and if you want to help me get more viewers and possibly more subscribers, please share this video. Thank you. Okay, I'm now outside with my weapon to give it a strength test to see what type of damage it can do. What I have right here is a plastic water bottle filled with water, and I want to see what type of slicing damage my weapon can do to this. Alright, so what I have right here, I have a squash. What I'm going to do is, I want to see what type of slicing damage my weapon can do to this. That is what I call a clean cut. Aww. another clean cut. So now that the testing is over, what are my overall thoughts on this weapon? For such an unusual weapon type to be used in battle, it actually works, and I can actually see why some people would want a weapon like this. Now there are some examples of a weapon like this being used in battle during those times, and I can see why some people would prefer this weapon over others when they're going in battle. It's got really good side swing for slicing and penetrating and stabbing, and same for down force. You can do the exact same thing going down or going to the side. This weapon, when being tested, did a lot of penetrating damage and a lot of slicing damage to both the squash and the plastic bottle filled with water. There is one downside about this weapon, and that is it wouldn't do too good against metal armor or hardened armor. Fabric armor, cloth armor, leather armor, this weapon would slice right through it. But anything that's harder than that, it wouldn't really do too well. As you can see, the tip kind of broke when I was hitting it. I accidentally hit the side of the barrel, breaking the tip, and the paint did come off. There wasn't any serious damage on the blade. I can very easily fix it, but this weapon is more of a slicer than it is for penetrating any hard surfaces. So, I'm going to wrap things up by saying thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Also, please remember to follow me on Instagram and also follow me on Reddit. Join my community on Reddit, but please don't follow me in real life. That would just be a little creepy.